Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is Kate in the Journal Nest in Australia, and it is so good that you are joining me right now. I'm excited. It's Making Monday and we're going to get straight into the nest. I've had to do a little quick tidy up because paper was everywhere, but that's what it's about. So we're going to start with crunchies. Today is a working day. I've got lots of pieces of paper, of course I have, in the nest. I have some little bits and pieces as well that if we get to it, I haven't used stamps very much, and I found this and I got it out and I thought you might be have some fun with me as you craft alongside. I got this beautiful old vintage tape measure the other day, and those numbers really appealed. I don't think I can cut it, but I'm just I have some ideas to do with that. So these are pieces that we've made before, and this series is about starting a journal from scratch. So let's see where we are with the journal that we've been making together. So this is my nest with the things that we spoke about using. So I mean, I've got so many nests today, but let's see if we can keep ourselves on track. And oh, it's like turning up a treasure butterfly. Okay, I hope you are well. How are you? And as always, this is about you learning with me, or not even learning, just many of you are way ahead of me, but it's about the joy of making. So this journal, some things have happened since you last saw it. We last left off with, it was Journal from Scratch 2, that's right, the hardcover, and we had 3 signatures in it. But I did find that I wanted a bigger spine. So here's the big spine, and we need to finish this off while we're here. So this was the original spine. Let's get straight into it. I've got some old napkin fabric. I've put a little bit of this typeset fabric, and I've got this beautiful Italian paper so far on it. And we're just going to finish this off. I feel it needs to be at the top. You may remember that I've been playing around with fabric and this one. So I'll just show you what that's looking like so far. The spine, the cover, I've stitched around. This is a little bit flippy. That might get a trim. The back is still plain, but I've added in the spine. But the other thing I had to do is that I found that the 3 signatures that we did together were not enough. So I've added in one at the front and one at the back, and that's why I love journaling. It's always evolving, and it doesn't matter if you think, oh, I haven't got enough signatures, just whip. So here's one in the front, an extra one in the back, so we're up to 5 signatures, and we're going to, you know, decorate today and embellish. But I did like, first time I've ever used a literal heart, but it just played on from that applique paper, a few different papers in here. And at the back, I actually got to see an actual journal made by Pam of Pandora's Box in the flesh, and I saw the other week, and I saw that she uses fabric pages, and I haven't, yeah, well, this isn't a fabric page, but I've made, I usually sew stitch my pouches and things, but I thought I'm going to start using some fabric as pages. So this is an envelope just waiting to be things put in there, and we still have to make something together for the back. So that's the outline. So today, because we've made such progress together, we're going to be about adding, so I'm just going to move things so I can put that nest up there, bring this nest over here, and be in the center for you. and just reach in and out. And stems can stay over there because they're going to get in the way, I think. All right, so one thing I've explained is that I love every stage, but this stage is where we can just randomly go through and think, this big page obviously is too big, so what are we going to do with it? So the first thing I'm going to do is trim that off and just get the feel of some things that need to be adjusted. Yep. So this one here, I had thought we were going to make a pocket out of, but that's plain paper, so it's really serving my purpose. So let's take that off. This is too wide, but we could fold that in like that. And that feels better. So let's start making, literally get to work and let the maybe fun begin. So it's Monday here in Australia. I know that in some places in the world there's a long weekend, and even my son who lives in Canberra told me he's got a long weekend, but we haven't. So I don't know what that's about, but I was very excited for him. Now of course straight away I can't find my little tool, which I had. I've even got crochet hooks beside me. Surely, how do I end up starting looking like I'm not prepared? Okay, here we are. Improvisation. Here's a tiny, tiny crochet hook. That is going to be my helper. What do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. So there we are. That's going to be a little tuck. I think I shared with you that we've got all sorts of things to work on here. I'm going to flip that back, and I'll finish a sentence. I think I've shared with you that I don't really like green, but I do like that owl. And I'm thinking I also like this. This is the gifted paper from my gorgeous friend who is just so generous with her time. Look how thick that glue is, a bit bloody. Okay, must have left the top off. So there's a pocket in there, owl peeking over the top. This is going to be, let's do a hinge or something on here. And just remember, when I don't know whether your hands can see here. Yes, you can. This is my approach, just like a lucky dip. I can't remember what I've got in here from week to week, but the inspiration is just beside me. So this is beautiful Rachel paper that I've sewed around and left deliberately this bit of extra. I have to have, those of you who know me know this is where I get confused for some reason. And I'm getting confused because I want that to fold out like that. I know, and I'm going to be left with all that white, which I don't like, but we can do something with that. So here's the glue stick. So back to what we're all up to. If you're still on a break, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're back at work, similarly. Oh, I know why I was hesitating, because it's just when this closes, it's a tiny bit short. Can we make it work? maybe we do this. I mean, how many flips and tucks can you have? But I think that solves that. And then we'll put something down there. Is that silly? You're probably saying yes, okay, too many. Okay, so let's fix it together. Welcome to all my new subscribers. It's been a very exciting time here. I'm having such lovely comments from you, and it does appear that more people are jumping on board, and I just want to say I don't take that for granted. I just absolutely treasure your company and what I'm learning from you. I think that's what I particularly am enjoying, that this isn't a one-way bit. Okay, so this is one of my fabric, I call them fabric strips. They're made out of paper, but they're very versatile in okay, that's what we're going to do. And you know, I have a new stapler, thank you to my friend. It's the kindest person I know, and she noticed that I only had my little pink wonder. And she's gifted me this beauty, and it has bronze staples. So let's try it out. Yep, I don't have to load. This is the inaugural, and it worked beautifully. Okay, so if you've been making a journal alongside me, I'm wondering what are you up to, which part? Okay, you may remember me saying that that white page wouldn't stay white, and that's true. If I had some coffee, lost for words. If I had some coffee down here, I would quickly dye that. Sorry, I'm lost for words because you can see I'm trying to think of too many things. So I'm going to try something first, and that is to see if we can, I haven't done this either with you. Oh God, that's nice and squelchy. Is that how I do it? No, I don't use that thing. I use a brush. This is what happens when you tidy up. I'm looking for my brushes desperately. You know, the makeup-y sorts of brushes. Talking to myself and can't find them. Okay, so this is the wrong tool. But anyway, first time for everything. Just seeing if I can take a bit of that white completely away. Otherwise I will and I don't mind. I think I'll trim this a little bit. Very wonky row of stitching. Yeah, so if I do it like that, in fact I need a few more dots in the corners, because really they're the bits that you can see. I usually do this in my embellishing stage, so I'm going to see how far we get ahead in this journal. Like, could it be the one that I take you all the way to the finish line with? Say, glue. There we are. So let's just have another idea. Usually people do this in a vintage brownie colour, but Kate feels like doing it like that. And I also feel like we need something, because this is the front of a signature. So let's go lucky dipping. Let's see what jumps out. It's a bit radical, but I do love it. Little bits and pieces that I've had. Okay, I haven't had one of those belly bands before in this signature, so let's just trim this down and tear this side. Put some colour around the edge. You watch, see, this is what happens with me. I start something and then I think, oh, let's do a bit more of that. And that's why we love this way of making together. I've buried everything. I feel like putting a few spotties on there. Much easier with my other brush. There we are, just a faint little bit. And brand new. Put it up that way. So when we've been talking about choosing our pages, I hope you're feeling freer to follow your heart. Many of you are saying that you've been encouraged to not think so much in the nicest possible way. Okay, so I'm going to make, this might be, I think that's probably going to be a waste. I'll take that little bit off here. Put that there. And stick this down. I'm using this double-sided tape. I better just check. Can you see me? It might be nearly going off, sorry. I might just adjust that again. Apologies if I zipped off the edge before. That's right. Oh, I haven't stuck it down enough. There we go. This one. So we've been talking about that idea of curiosity, and I'm just someone that loves that the words get cut off. One of these days I'd love to do that, but it may not be today. I'll see how many. Okay, completely plain page here. What's this, an envelope that I've rescued from another place? Don't really like that there. Got some French. And again, I like text and text, and there's a butterfly that might end up. Okay, glue stick. Okay, just before we do this, remembering not to. Let's try that big gun. Just stick it. I just took off that bare bit on the edge because the text is probably more interesting. We'll put it out this way so that when we open this, that's interesting as well. This is a little tiny, let's make it a bit bigger. Yep, so let's just do this like here. I just saw that there and thought I'd test if the pocket was wide enough. So, oops. How's your workspace looking? I actually really just like having fun. And here I'm inventing something new, but of course it's wrong. It's being lazy. Just want to put the tape there. Oh, done it again. The paper is so forgiving. And we'll just this top of that pocket. And too big. Haven't got quite anything. That needs another, it needs a focal point because there's a lot of text there. And we'll work out what to do with that. Okay, so we could keep doing this all day. And I'm not going to do it all day with you, but I'm hoping you're getting the idea of, once you've got the signatures in, the fun really begins. Really, oh. Okay, I can't cut November off. So we're going to treasure November 32 on this side, which means again we don't need this little excess bit here. Take that down. And let's just leave that for the moment because again that could be a flippy. Oh, speaking of flippies, I must have made this for something else and never used it. How's that for a flippy? Okay, a tiny bit long. So about 1 centimetre at the top. We'll just tear off. Nothing. What are we doing? There for some journaling. Could I make this a pocket? Yes. Goodness, we're getting a bit complex. Like that. 2 bits of tape. Where'd the other one go? Oh, Sorry everyone, that's a bit, I didn't push it down. I get too excited. Right, that's going to go over there. And then that's going to fold out for some journaling. So there's a lot I could just skip over. So we've still got a problem to solve there. Next time I see you, Olive, what's the word? Oh, actually, let's put a new technique to work. We were talking about this the other day. Oh, and that's nice. It's got the numbers as well. So I suppose I'm just trying to show you lots of different ideas. If you're a beginner and if you're experienced, I'm loving hearing what you like to use and your process. So this is deliberately messy because I like the layer on layer approach. So I'll trim this bit here, and then we're going to put a bit more over the top. I didn't think it would be that small, but that's the one that's come out. I do like arrows. Oh, here comes Kate's sticky fingers. You know what I feel like doing? That. And look at that. I've never used a different colour to do things on the pages. There we are. All right. So this is the tonal story that's continuing. That is a little bit bright. Is this exactly the right size? It's the opening of a signature. I usually like to make a real statement. Here's a tuck. What have we got already made that we could tuck in there? A tag. It's already featuring. There's my French paper with a flip. Personally, I absolutely love making these quick little pockets on the machine, and I know we don't all have machines, but that across there and then around is for me a very satisfying piece. So here I am already putting things in pockets. It's my own paper because that looks way too bright. So let's put that there. And see, it's been very random today. That needs something special, but hey, a little bit of an accordion. Hear the music. This one I did heart to heart. Actually, I have a great idea for that. And it involves no, that's too bright. If I could find my material, I'm going to think if I can make a fabric or a crochet heart to put there. We will see. Answers to the readers. Lots and lots of things to do in here. So we're almost going to finish up, and I'm going to let you keep creating because lots to do when you're a maker. Oh. So if you're a new subby, I hope I've said welcome, but I would also encourage you to have a look at, I have sort of do different things. This one's a hatch from scratch, which means I'm starting from the beginning, and next hatch from scratch series is going to be a set of probably 3 journals. I need to stock my shop soon, and I like to do them in sets of 3s. So this is going to be forming part of the hardcover one. I've got a denim set, and I'm going to try, she says, I'm going to try Botanical with a Difference, using my colours, but yeah, let's just leave it at that. I've got some ideas. Okay, so there's a piece of whatever that is that I've made before. Oh, there's the word rapport. I like that, with some used pieces, and I did say that I'd use some numbers. So let's finish off with Kate doing something that she's never done before with you. There's a 3. I love some little secret ones. 3 there. Oh yeah, because this is Monday making. Oh, this is hatch from scratch 3. Who knows whether they'll stay or not. But anyway, I think that's probably enough in the nest for the moment. That's how she's looking, chunky. We'll do something with that. Remember, it's got its treasure pocket in. It's got words and numbers throughout, and it's finishing with a big page. So thank you so much for joining me. Sending love and blessings to each and every one of you. I will see you soon next time. This is bye from Kate.